Welcome to Dialogue Room with Vara. And on today's episode, our guest is Comrade Okoro Miracle Ebube. He is the president of the Nigerian Association of Agricultural Students, University of Abuja chapter. It's so nice to have you here, sir.
Thank you so much, Blessing, for having me in the dialogue room with Vara. Thank you so much.
Comrade Okoro Miracle Ebube. It's so nice to have you here.
Thank you so much.
So,
Thank you very much.
yeah, you are the faculty president, and I'm happy that you are the faculty president because you've done so much great impact in faculty of agriculture and all of that. So, what was your drive? What pushed you and made you think that you wanted to contest for this position? You are fit for this position.
All right. Like I've always said, and I always say, I have no other drive than service. Yes, because at the end of the day, I tell people if you're vying for any leadership position, if you're not ready to serve, then you don't have a business with serving people, with leadership. Because leadership has to do with service. I will always keep saying this over and over and over again. So the drive is service. I started as the class rep for my department, for my level. Yes, not both departmental and my level. I'm doing the both. That's where we started from. So service has been something we started with. So it is the drive to continue to serve and give better representation to students of Faculty of Agriculture at large, yes, outside, even in the society and even in the university community. So that was the biggest drive.
So, is coming out for Nigerian presidency, is this something you're aspiring for?
I would say we should never stop dreaming. Yes, and then if your dream is too small, if your dream is not, if you are not scared of your dream, then you are having a nightmare. Yes. So it is not bad to dream. So we will not rule out that. We will not rule it out.
Okay.
Inshallah, by the grace of God.
Okay, so let's start from the election. Was there a moment you genuinely felt like I might not win this?
The faculty election.
Yeah, the faculty election.
If there were moments I felt I could not win.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. If I say there was no time I felt like I was not lagging, then I would say I'm lying. Yes, there were times I felt okay. Why not just call it off? If there's still time, you can still. Does it worth it and all of that? Because it is not easy. At the end of the day, it's not easy. It is a difficult task. Anybody that tells you vying for any position is small or easy, the person is lying to you. It's a setup. So there were times I felt okay. To be honest, I have to be honest. There was a time it was my support base that was keeping me. Yes, because I would be like, what would those supporting me say? Yes, what would those supporting me say if I back out? But the pressure was there, not to back out, but pressure from the whole, as at then everything will be just so choked at that point that you will be filled with so much pressure. If you are not so mentally strong, you back out. You are back out. So mental stress was there. So you have to be mentally ready for it, apart from the other aspects. So mentally you have to be very strong. And then so at that point, I think it was my fan base and my support base that kept me.
So I think there was a point you said, there was a point you said on the election day, I knew I was going to win. What was that thing?
Okay. All right. First of all, I didn't see myself as the favorite. Let me just say that. I don't think so. Even though I played my cards good too. I played my cards real well. But I didn't think for a whole lot of period I was the favorite. I don't think so. Maybe people would disagree. I don't know. But then that's my view. But then again, there was a sort of belief I had started to get towards as the day came closer. Yes, especially a day to the election. I had a special sort of belief that I didn't know where that came from. So I prepared early morning. The election day I was here very early in the morning, and when I came in, the atmosphere was just so peaceful.
Wow.
And it was just like a normal day. I was not feeling the sort of pressure I was thinking I would be in. So I thought just maybe it is that day. And by the grace of God, it was.
It was. Congratulations, Mr. President.
Thank you so much.
So is there a shift Had there been a shift probably in your mindset, in your day-to-day activities? Is there something that, oh, this position that you had already now, has it caused a shift for you in your normal daily life activities? Has it?
Yes, yes, in many aspects. It comes with a lot of responsibility, you know.
Mm,
So there will definitely be a shift on the way things you do things on a day to day. Academically, you would there would be this sort of administrative duties and classes clashing and all of that. In your daily life, there are more responsibilities. Your routine has to change. Yes,
mm,
things you do on a normal day, you might not be able to do them because you have limited time.
mhm,
Yes, because there are some days administrative duties would hold you down till 6, 7, 8. I used to be a very good footballer. I play
mm.
football a lot,
But now,
but it has reduced.
mm,
Yes, I can't say I play football as much as I want because there are some days I will be here doing something 6, 7, 7:30, and they're already closed for the day.
mm,
So I think I only go for Wednesdays night training. That's the only time I have
I
for
think I'm
football.
kind of happy that something took
Yes,
away football from me. You know,
like you
I've never
said,
been a fan
you don't have
of
to
you
be a fan now.
playing football.
You
A
don't
lot
have
of
to be
people
a fan.
look confident publicly during campaigns,
Okay,
but privately there's pressure and doubt. Do you
okay.
think student politics changes people emotionally?
Um, this question is something I've spoken earlier on.
Hmm.
You would see the confidence outside doesn't mean the pressure is not there
Hmm.
inside.
Hmm.
Yes, I can tell you for free, I faced a lot of pressure within, a lot, so much of pressure that even I had doubt if I could win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So to tell you how much that pressure
Hmm.
was as at then.
Hmm.
Yes, so if it changes people, it does.
It
It
does.
does, yes, it does. Yeah.
It does. I believe some people tend to start misbehaving. Some tend to probably the courage. Some they don't even have the mind to stand anymore. So that's what politics does to people. Mr. President, going back to when you were campaigning and all of that, there was something you were doing, the miracle intervention scheme, and people were saying it's a campaign strategy. Do you agree with it that it's a campaign strategy first of all?
For me, it's my personal business.
Oh,
Yes, for me, it's my personal business. In fact, in 2 days' time, we'll be celebrating a year in
wow.
business. Yes,
So it's not sites. Are we invited?
we are not throwing a big party for that. So we'll be celebrating a year in since our existence, and we've, in our little ways, impacted students in our very little ways. There are times when we are on sideways and the rest. I went to the market at the lab and I saw some of our students buying stuffs, and they came to me on now this one money. Oh, thank you, thank you. I think they worked about 40, 50K then. So it's actually a big one for us.
Hmm.
It doesn't have to be billions, but
Hmm.
in our little ways. The last time I checked, that was around December. We've done over 5 million in turnovers, like in payments of
Hmm.
students.
Hmm.
That yes, we've paid over 5 million naira
Hmm.
to our beneficiaries. So
Hmm.
for us, it's a big win. We are
Hmm.
1 year in 2 days' time, and
Hmm.
the impact will continue. We are
Hmm.
trying to also bring in whatever we have, as long as it's bringing impact to the students. It's
Hmm.
perfect for us.
Hmm.
So a campaign strategy, I don't know, but then again, it's a
You
business
won the
for me.
election
Yes, it's
also.
a business for me,
That's a
and
win-win
nobody would throw away their personal business because
because of a lose or
yes,
a loss.
yes.
Looking way back 2 months ago, 3 months ago, and let's say this month, I observe you've been having issues with the CC has been having issues with the NRC, well, regarding funds and all of those things. Was any point in your administration that you've actually done something wrong, or what's the problem? What do you think NASA should know? Why do you think they are dragging you? Why do you think there are misconception about your leadership and all of those things?
Um, First of all, you said a sort of a disagreement and all of the rest. If totally we are in agreement, I think there is a problem.
Hmm.
Yes, there is a problem. If it is the fact that there's disagreement shows that we are progressing,
Hmm.
because we are from different background
Hmm.
individually and different arms.
Hmm.
So I don't think there should be total agreement in what we are doing.
Hmm.
So the fact that there are disagreements, number one, shows that we are actually forging ahead. And I've always made mention of it, even from my CEC and not even outside, between the CEC members, we can't agree all the time. If we agree all the time, then there's a problem. If we agree with the NRC is there to checkmate what the CEC is doing. So if there's agreement, it means the both parties are agreeing and stealing aside money. So it's proper that there's that sort of disagreement. But then again,
there was a message that came out that there was misappropriation of funds and all of those things.
Okay.
Did you really do that? Were you involved?
Okay. Okay. I think we should clear the air on that. I got the request from, I got the message from them, and it was that was actually what prompted my response. That was what actually prompted my response, because I'm big on being transparent and integrity and the rest. So we did a project, and we did a project according to the other governing bodies. They said the process to which we did the project, we did a capital project, was supposed to follow a particular route, which we did not meet up to all of it. Yeah, so for me, I do not think it should be termed, if what we did for the benefit of students is termed misappropriation, then I gladly misappropriated. You understand? But then again, I think it should not be termed that, because whosoever sees the word misappropriation of funds, first thing we say, Presido don't buy 15 Pro Max, so he don't dey chop our money kind of thing. You understand? So I think the average site would interpret it as that. But what the governing bodies were saying was, this is what we did not do.
We didn't go through the right process.
The proper channels. It was not as if it was a fun thing that was missing. No, nothing of such. So I think it is a proper word used, but for the understanding of the general public, there is a way it should be worded properly, so that they would know the real issue. But it was nothing to do with funds or funds. No. It has to do with the channel in which we executed our capital project.
So I can see that you did I would say, like, you are the first president who had, okay, I wouldn't say you are the first, but since I've been here, you're the first president that fixed fans. You've done things, actually. This association had done things. We fixed the fans, you got beans. Are you encouraged to do more? I'm asking because there are times I will enter a classroom and no one is there, and the fans are just rolling. Like, the last people leaving the classrooms to not turn off the fans. There are times that I'll walk past the school, the faculty, I'll see beans. The beans are destroyed already. All of these things, the association bought them. So for me, I am discouraged as the Secretary General. So I'm asking you, Mr. President, are you urged to do more? Do you think you want to be doing more of these things?
I think it's an attitudinal problem, like what I've always said, behavioral attitudinal problem from a system, from your primary school, secondary school. It has been like this, so it will not change overnight. So there's something I learned when I met with the HOD of soil science. She told us we are not doing well, and I didn't take it as we had to work on doing better in the aspect of orientation. Yes, even in the national body, they have what you call the National Orientation Agency. So I think that's where we are lagging in our association. That's what I think we should do more. We just revive the media thing, which will be an avenue to do our reorientation and keep reorientating, because it's a mind thing. If you like, buy 200 dustbin, you can still come and find dirt here the next day. So it is not a buying thing stuff or switching the fan. It's an orientation thing. So we'll keep on orientating the student. We'll never get tired. So I believe when it gets to the head, the mind, the hand or the other part of the body would for myself, I try to take the lead. When I buy something, I make sure I look for the nearest bin, and I keep it with myself till I find the nearest bin. It is an orientation thing. Yeah, any other person can just yes, and you will not blame them. That's how they've been doing it. So we need a reorientation of our minds. So the soil science department HOD brought that to our notice, and we are working on that. So, so we are not discouraged.
President Okoro Miracle Ebube, I see that you are obedient, right? You're a Peter Obi fan. Peter Obi supporter. So Peter Obi gained massive youth support in Nigeria. Do you think young people truly believed in him, or were just tired of the old system?
It's a double-barrel question. Yes, young people believed in him. Even up to now, we still believe in him. And yes, we are tired of the old system, because we are in a country that since the inception of this country, we've never been ruled by a president that is below 60. So, and
they don't even know what the youth are passing through because they are not
yes,
in that age gap.
and we've not seen any sort of positivity from the old guard. So why not change it? And it came with a sort of fresh air. Yes, it's a sign of relief for the youth. And as at a time when the youth desperately needed somebody to hold on to after the whole NSAS saga and the rest, 2020, 21. So the youth really needed somebody as at that time. So yeah, and even though I still feel the youth are not doing as much as I expect, yes, because for me, my 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 movement towards a better Nigeria has reduced a bit because I used to be very much more fanatical than this. But I think the youth are not entirely ready. Yes, they are not ready. I still see a gap. Yes, so I think the youth still has to do more in wanting a better nation for themselves. So yes, Peter Obi is a breath of fresh air. He's my principal personally. Yes, I look up to him for a lot of things, even as into politics like this, because for me, politics and leadership is influence. Yes. So if a Peter Obi lifestyle influences me positively in my own little way to do things better, I think he's a leader for me. To me. Yeah,
So
and a
now,
principal to me. Yes.
do you think we Nigerian youth we are political awakened, or we are just being frustrated, we are tired already?
When you say political awakened, we've seen countries that we see Sri Lanka few weeks ago, few months ago. That is more or less of an awakening. What we still have here is we still need to, like I said previously, the youth are still has to do something. We're very close in 2023, very close, but I think the momentum dropped a bit. I don't know why, but I don't know. I don't just know. The youth of Nigeria just need to step up because we are going down the drain. In case we do not know, we are going very much down the drain. A lot is going south. I was in class the other day and we were talking. We spoke with our lecturers and our students on the forthcoming election and the rest. In my class alone, we have majority of students having without PVC than students with PVC. So when you complain of bad government, how do you intend to push them out of office?
Without you taking the first step.
So we are not yet awakened in full, even though we have youths that are standing up for themselves now. We are not yet awakened. We still need to do more as youths of Nigeria. We are lagging. Lately on social media, I've been seeing some youth picking up forms for. I just hope we do not have a set of people trying to ride on the Obi wave again. If we have people that are genuinely wanting to serve, then I think those youths pick. I saw Randy Peters, few of them, even Aisha Yusuf and the rest, picking up forms. That's a welcome development. That's something we need to encourage younger people to fill in these places. Yes.
So why do you think every generation they keep on saying, oh, the youth are the future leaders, they are the future leaders, but they never give them the chance to prove that?
Um, when you talk of power is not given on a platter. Nobody will come and give you power in a plate for you to consume. No. When the youth feels it is their time, they should go for it. Yes. And we cannot say youth have not been given opportunity entirely. I can't agree with that. We have few youths that have been given up. The former governor of Kogi State, Yaya Bello, was a youth when he got into power. What did he do? So it is a fundamental problem. That's why I spoke about Peter being an influence. Yes, because let me use in the sense of economics. Let me use economics, for example. We have what we call the microeconomics and the macroeconomics. It is the aggregation of these microeconomics that would bring a good macroeconomics. You understand? So it is, if me as a faculty president in my little level, I'm doing well, the what is it called? Student president nationwide is doing well. The local government chairman is doing his best. The House of Rep member is doing his best. Even if the presidency is doing nonsense, the country will still not be feeling it.
But individually, we need to put in the work.
Individually, we need. That's why I said leadership is influence. For me, Peter Obi is winning because in his little way, he has influenced me to be a better leader in my capacity. So that is why I feel he's winning. He doesn't need to even be the president for me to consider him a winner. You understand? Yes. I've been practicing frugality. I learned it from him. We have been trying to be more transparent. We learned it from him. We didn't just stand up on one day.
So you're trying to say
Originally,
that you are transparent in us because of Peter Obi?
originally, an average Nigerian is not honest. Yes, originally, the way we are wired, that's how we are.
Is that not? Is that not?
No,
Is
I'm
that not
telling you,
Are you sure with what you're saying?
an average Nigerian, the way is not is a system thing. The system has, this is the system you were born into. You can't change overnight. You have been how many years in this system? More than 20 years. You were bettered here. You see this kind of thing every day. Definitely it will shaping your life. Yes,
It
it will
affects you,
shaping
the
you.
environment. Yeah.
The environment will affect you. So when with some of these things we do, we learnt it somewhere. So that's why I say leadership is influence. So when you get a leader that is influencing you to do things positively, you hold them tight. They don't come. They are a one generation thing. Yeah. So for me, Peter will remains my principal.
Communicate. You said things, oh. You
Yes.
said things. You said a lot of things. Like the environment wires you. So you think that we Nigerians now
yes,
naturally we are not honest.
naturally the way you were from where you were born.
Wow.
From the hospital you were
I
giving
actually
birth
agree
to.
with you because when you say when you want to judge, you look at the set of people around you, right?
Okay.
And actually, most people possess this. I'm not going to say all, but most people possess this abilities, these characteristics that we're talking about. So yeah, I kind of agree
Every
with
day
you.
you see corruption. It is what you see you become. You are coming to school. Okay, you are coming to school on the road. You see somebody using 15 naira to the policeman on the road. There are a lot of things you see that would make you become something. So it is an aggregation of this thing that make you become what you are. You don't just become something. You become something by seeing. So these things you've been seeing in your environment that shaping you. Yeah. So when we see this sort of man that is giving us positivity, like I said, I've learned a lot that I've been putting in my little ways. If everybody are putting what they learned from their principal and it's giving a positive impact in the little places they are, then when we aggregate it as a nation, we become better. Become better, yes.
That's true.
But in the lowest form, a local government chairman is doing his own, the rep is doing their own, even the faculty level. So where do you expect change to come from?
Young Nigerians today are under pressure to succeed fast.
Okay.
Do you think this generation is mentally overwhelmed?
This is a wonderful question. I would attribute a lot to social media on our generation being overwhelmed. But then again, the problem I think we have is we are trying not to have a specialty. It's a specialty problem.
What do you mean?
What I mean by having a specialty is focusing on one particular thing. While I will agree, if you go online or Twitter, have you seen the profile of Nigerian on LinkedIn? They do more than 10 things. UX designer,
What do you think is a
private
Nigerian
chef.
thing?
Is a Nigerian thing. Nigerian thing. The situation of the country is overwhelming as a whole. There's a total economic breakdown. Yes, and then I will attribute a lot to the financial capacity of people. Yes, so you have to multitask, do a lot to have a proper income that would be enough for you. So when you see people taking up 4, 3, 5 jobs, the same person is a private job, is a private chef, is a nurse, there's a sound on TikTok now. Only me now waiting Igwe or something. So when you see those kind of trends, no, that it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't follow the trends so much. But I can even use myself as an example. I'm a president. I do football podcast. I do MC comedy. You just want to do it. It is not supposed to be so. You're supposed to look for a niche and build on it and be perfect on it. But then again, if this one is not working, you want to pick up because you want to be productive. You don't want to be in an environment where they will tell you are not productive. You know, one of the problems Nigerian youth fear more than death is they fear not to be successful. When you come from a background that you've seen people that did not make it, you don't want to be like
that drive.
There's a way you don't want to end.
You want to push.
Yes.
Yeah.
So regardless, so I would say young Nigerians are overwhelmed. Yes, they're overwhelmed because everything still goes back to the situation of things and the way things are. Yeah.
So now coming back to relationship, Going back to relationship, we already know that Nigerians are overwhelmed and all of that. Do you think people connect do this relationship thing? Do you think people are emotionally connected or is just survival first?
I would say a so much of relationship in Nigeria has been transactional. I would give always speak within the campus because that's where we are right now. And for me, when you say relationship, I don't want to go into the other aspect of it. Let's say general
General,
formal
yeah.
relationship. It is two-way. It is two-way, yeah. There are still those that are emotionally connected to each other. Proper relationship. It is called healthy relationship. Is there. Yes, people push each other. We have to succeed. We have to do
Yeah,
this. We have to
growth.
together. It is healthy. It is okay. It is proper. It doesn't matter the gender. Both males and female can have a proper healthy
Yeah.
relationship. Yes, but then again, there are still those that are parasitic with their kind of relationship with people.
Yeah.
Yes. So I will have to segregate the both and talk about each individually. Yes. So we still have those on campus today or in the global world or in the open world that base their relationship based on survival. If money dey, friend go dey. Money no dey, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So they will always be there when the going is good. When the going is not good, you will not find them anymore. So those kind of friends are not supposed to be close to us. Yes, we need a very healthy relationship where we can push each other for greatness.
So now, do you think young Nigerians are still hopeful about this country, or most people are already planning escape mentally?
It still has to go back to what I've said in what I said earlier. I can tell you for free that my principal Peter Obi gave me the belief that this country can still be better. I was part of the people that believed we have to jackpot. But for me,
So now you're trying to say that you don't have that belief that you want to jackpot no more because of Peter Obi.
the thing is, believe. I don't want to go deep into um my principal and all of that, but there's a, if the sort that the fact that believe he has given you the belief, you can still believe. There's a belief, a sort
And
of
this
belief
country can be
system.
better.
Yes, for me, some 4, 5, 6 years ago, I think okay, we are done. We should just be looking for escape route. But then again, it might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but the fact that the belief is there, and like what I said earlier, it's an aggregation of little things over time. Anybody that tells you Nigeria can be better in 7, 5, 6 years is not saying the truth. So it's a gradual process. But
So
first of
you're
all,
trying to say in 6, 7 years, even if Peter Obi is the president, even if are you trying to say it takes that much time for Nigeria to become better?
if the belief has been planted, the other things are seamless. The first thing first is for the belief to be there. He used to talk about something about currencies. Peter Obi used to talk about something about currencies and faith. That other nationality do what they have in their currency is faith. Even in your naira, you don't have faith in your naira. Yeah. So sometimes when you do things, when people in your country have a belief or they have faith in the country, it's already a step forward. It's already progress. One of the problems we have in Nigeria, and it will be a very big major challenge, is that a lot of people do not have faith in the country anymore. They do not have faith. So who then do you want to motivate to do better when there is faithlessness in the country? People are not faithful. That's why you see the amount of jackpot, because people do not believe again that they can be
Yeah.
redeemed.
Yeah.
Yes. So when the belief has been planted, that alone is a starting point, and it's enough for the rest of the generation to pick up from there. Yes.
Is there any word of advice you have for NASITE, non-NASITE, the global world? What advice do you have for people that, oh, if you do this, this would happen, this would be good for you, and all of those things? Just a final words for our audience.
Okay. For me, I would always, I have a pattern of my belief, and I'll still go back to it. I will talk in my little space. I'll talk in my little space a bit on leadership for those aspiring to be better leaders tomorrow. The first thing you have to consider, you can't escape it. In fact, if you don't do it, there is no way for you. You have to learn how to serve. Service is the first thing. Yes, when you serve in different capacities, that will be a test. Because people cannot even elect you into bigger position if you've not been tested, or you are not known. If your capacity has not been tested in a proper nation, let's use a proper context now. So there should be a spirit of service. I've always told people everywhere I go how I base my leadership, what I base my leadership around. Yes, and I've told you who I learnt that from. I always give this example everywhere I go. If you look at Jesus Christ and his disciples, as you, the guest, who do you think should wash each other's feet? Given the both parties, who do you think should wash each other's feet?
It should be the disciple.
It should be the disciples that will
Jesus
wash
did.
Jesus, that wash his feet. But the opposite is the case. So that is it. Yes. So that is the one advice I have. Be ready to serve, be humble. Humility should be part of it. Be prayerful. Yes, because the world is more spiritual than physical. It's not about the physical things we see. So yes, you should just be very close to your maker, and everything will align well for you.
Thank you so much, Comrade
Yeah, well,
Okoro Miracle Ebuwe, for joining us on Dialogue with Vara.
thank you so much.
You're very much
Thank
welcome,
you.
sir.
Please keep on watching Dialogue Room with Vara. And yes, I think she would give you the best of content, of interaction that are useful to you and that you can imbibe in your personal life. So keep watching. Thank you.
Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Thank you.
This is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like